Alrighty, hello and welcome to the channel. Blonde here, and we're back in StarRupture. I've been kind of on the fence about what to do. What was that? Oh, one of the ignitium spark plug rocks. But long and the short of it, it really looks like everything I need to do from here is going to require either a blueprint or a resource I don't have. This one, maybe? What's this one? Heat resistant sheet, and it's done in the furnace. That's this big thing here, right? Heat resistant sheet. It's locked and it requires glass. Luckily it doesn't need a blueprint. I just have to make stuff. It doesn't require a blueprint. And I don't know what the hell's going on there. I got texture issues. Okay. But yeah, I am pretty much... Oh, super magnet I can make. But I need to make sulfuric acid, which I'm guessing is made somewhere else. Possibly a machine I haven't unlocked yet. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is it is time for the rebuild. Well, I say rebuild. I'm not actually going to rebuild anything, but I'm going to start my new base. Because what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new base, and then once that's kind of assembled the way I want it, then I'm going to take all this apart, because this is not working. I mean, it is working. It's functioning. But I think it's time. I assume I still have all my guns. Yes, I do. Right. So I want to go out and do more adventuring. I don't think I'm going to do any of that this episode, though. I think what I want to do is go ahead and get the new base started, possibly completed. And that way, when I do go out venturing... I can go ahead. Everything is going to be set up with the new base or the new factory to be able to just pipe in resources as I find them. Because what I want to do is back over that way somewhere where I found all the extra bases, like the big, there's that massive base we saw, and then there's a couple little ones I didn't get to, all that fun stuff. I want to be able to build like little outposts. And so what I think I'm going to do is if I build an outpost everywhere I find a resource node like these over here, utilizing the transport things I'm actually about to unlock, that just makes more sense. But this isn't set up to ingest any of that, and the new base will be. So if I get the new base set up, then as I go, I can build little outposts, set up a little habitat in each one, just enough to, you know, get me out of the heat wave when it comes through. Because that's my big concern, is how far I traveled last time. If I had gotten that notification where I was that the heat wave is coming, I don't think I'd make it back in time. And granted, I can probably just bring enough resources to build a quick base. I would need to also have a heart, and a meteor heart, and I don't have any of those. So how is this? I'm pretty safe over here. What I want to do first is build a platform, a gigantic platform. And I know this is going to be a pain, mainly because like over there, 90% of those platforms are the ones that already have the little stand, the pedestal, the podium. There's a pillar. There's the one pillar. I'd get there eventually. And those are fine, but when you don't get it, and then it's like, oh, you can't add any more without support, and you got to set up, you can't build from the platform down, so you're kind of trying to guess. Like, actually, let me experiment with this a little bit. Okay, so this, yeah, it doesn't have, this is the platform with the beam, so we'll put that there, right? And then I'm going to put that there. Then we're going to grab the one with the platform again. And shouldn't it be able to connect? No, it can't. Okay, can I put a pillar up there? Building is not stable. Okay, but I can do that. All right, whatever. Oh, I want it right there. Thank you. We're trying to do an experiment here. Okay. Well, I knew I'd figure this out eventually. Okay, so you can't... You know that it's there, right? And it lets you put that there. That connects. Okay. But if the ground is slightly lower, is that the same height? Oh, it does adjust a little bit. But okay, now it's not. See, these four aligned on their own. So now if I go back to platform, that lines up. Okay, at some point it's gonna, okay, there it is. That's the unstable part. So now I build that there, build one here. Okay. And it just connects on the side. Oh, but what if I want it there? Can I, oh, that's not what I wanted. Wasn't there yeah, see, there's just no way. But I was able, how did I do that? How did I just delete both of them? X align to terrain. Don't align to terrain. So, okay, but you can lock the level of it. So if I were to come over here, let's unlock the, oh no, wait, it's Y. Okay, let's unlock the level. And we find, all right, that's the height it needs to be at. Now I lock the level and I can't build it because it's off the ground. Son of a, so am I going to have to build, unlock, how do I, here we go. Why can't I bring it down? Down? Underneath. I want it underneath, but I can't build it because it's not stable. Okay, what happens? Building is not stable. Why is building not stable? But it's right next to this pillar. I want it on this side. I actually, the building in this game is very frustrating. Okay, I can go there. I can't snap it to the side. No. So that's just a visual connection. It's not actually counting it as a connection. Oh, I see. So when you delete something, it deletes all dependencies. Okay. I don't know. This is going to be such a pain because if that doesn't count as making it stable, how do I, what, if I put another pillar set here, that connects. Okay. How about now? I can't, oh, it like pops blue for a second. How about over here? Okay, now it's stable. What? Now it's no longer stable. That's off of this pillar here. Is it there? Oh, yep. Okay, now that's connected. Okay. Can I now build? No. See, now it's not stable again, which is, let's go out one. Yeah, this doesn't work. I don't understand how I'm supposed to make this work. Now, what? But now I can delete these? Ah, see now, okay, no, now it's writing that as a dependency. But that works? What? Why does that, what's happening here? Core overheat level, because of its instability? Okay, I'm guessing I can't get rid of the top one either, no. So now I'm stuck with that pillar there because there's no way to like adjust the height of these things from the top. You have to do it from the bottom. Maybe the drone tool has something more useful? That's a little more useful, the fact that it shows that. There's no vertical check. There's aligned terrain, but I'm not 100% sure what that's doing. Yeah, okay, it's aligned to the terrain. But that doesn't help me if it's not gonna line up on top. And I can't place it from the top. Like, there's something I'm missing, right? Surely they thought about this. I mean, even in, like, the trailers, there were massive bases over uneven terrain. That, just setting those two pillars over there were such a pain. What do you mean, get back? I'm not that far. I mean, hell, I'm right here. Apparently, I can't look at my own face. Oh, and if I run into myself, I pop back. Good to know. Now, what happens if I do this? Can I... Okay, so that's 5? Wait, that one's only 4. Can I build another one here? And now it should be unstable. Okay, so I can build a 5x5 square as long as I'm okay with pillars sticking up in the middle. What's the biggest machine I have right now? The furnace, which is 3x3. So 3 plus 1 on either side for conveyors. Yeah, I guess 5x5 works. It is just going to be such a pain. But at least with this design, if I plan on the pillar sticking through, I should be good. Now, what I need to do is set my first point. I'm trying to think how big this is going to get. Like where I want it to start. I kind of want to start it up there on that rock. What is with me today? It's not just here. I've been having issues. All right. But I want it at the height of this rock. Because basically I want to be able to span way out and cover most of this. I wish I had like an elevation spec. I don't know why I'm trying to climb up here when I have a drone. Do I look like I'm as tall as that rock there? Also, oh, it goes, I got to remember that. The grid, I keep thinking the grid's that way. The grid's that way. So yeah, I want it off this rock back here. And we're going to do a pillar. I'm going to need some hearts, which I see one back there. Because what I think I'm going to do, okay, I have one heart, is I'm going to start with one of these towers on this rock here and use that. Well, I still need to put a platform. How big are these towers? Where's the tower? Here's one. 4x4. What an awkward size. And in fact, I'm going to be limited to 5x5. Oh, okay. Well, grab that, grab this, and then realize that's not what I wanted. I want one of these. And that's our first base right there. Wait, that's 5. How am I going out further now? Okay, that's the first corner done, I think. I'll worry about the backside in a minute. Oh, I can go one more. Okay. So that's what you can do out from a pillar. Now, in theory, I should be able to just take one of these and I can just place it on top. Why can't I place it on top? It's not stable. Okay. So if I place a pillar there and place a pillar there, now can I build more? But there it has a problem. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there. Somehow that didn't line up. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, that's not counting as support again. Why? Why show it connecting to the pillar if it doesn't count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put that there. Now that didn't connect. And I can't put a pillar on top? Okay, did that count? Yes. Holy crap, I did it. I built a square. Look how that was so hard. I don't need that one. Okay, so now, in theory, and everything works in theory, I can build out from here. I should be able to put my core down. What do you mean it's not stable? Does it have to be built on the ground? Okay, what if I put just a pillar underneath? Somewhere in the middle. Does that look middle-ish? Yes, it does. And then this is what I'm talking about. Like, you have to build down to up. No. I want that one. Try that. Nope. Gotta go lower. How about there? And that's too low. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Because I'm getting annoyed here. Let's just try that. Okay, so now there are 5 pillars holding this damn thing up. Why? Why can't I build up here? But I have to put it... Building is inside core area. Has to be outside of the lines. Oops, that's the one I wanted. Okay, well then here's my next question before I start wasting my time with this idea. What? Why is that okay, but that's not? What? That's okay. That's not. That's okay. That's not. Does that pillar not count as support? I don't think it does. Oh, man. Okay. One up. There. It's connected. Now I can build up here, but not on top of it. All right. Well, then here's my question. If I build this and then I remove it, do my platforms come back? No, it deletes them all. I was very happy with this game's building system up until this point. I can't put machinery on a floor. Man, I don't know what to do here. Building it in, that's not that big of a deal. Like having to fill it back in, I can live with that. I'll work with that. But I don't know. The rest of this is, I got a feeling, going to start becoming a very big pain in my arse. So now in theory, I should be able to go. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and now it's going to say can't do it. Yep, can't do it. Isn't the pillar over here? And isn't that in line with that one? Yes. It's a radius. It does a frickin' radius. Okay, so let me put another pillar here, and now I still can't do it. So I'm gonna have to go 4x4, and if any of the machines are bigger than 4x4, which money is, there's a machine that's bigger than 4x4, this doesn't work. Or, let me pull this pillar out real quick. I think I already tested this, but oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's just grab that. Yeah, and then this weird thing where it's like, oh, because it's a radius. Right. So it's drawing a radius out from every support beam, and all your base blocks have to be within that radius. So here, there's probably just 2 of them that aren't. Okay. So if I do... But I can't connect to the side of a pillar. It counts, but only in some cases. Yeah, so... Wait. Such a weird thing. So I can build out to 5, but I need to make the gap be 4. Well, let's do it. So the gap is 4. So we get rid of you. Just put a pillar there. Now that connects. Now, but I can't... Why can't I fish any of these in? Do I really... I need to go put that stupid pillar back. Just because this is going to be the first one where it's too big. Oh, I did it wrong. God dang it. Wasn't too high out of the ground too much. So there. All right. So I wish there was a way to visualize that then. Like if it could show me the support radius of the pillars. All right. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll just call this like my starting square. If I need to expand out this way more, I will. But now I can hopefully at least, like I'm just going to build out another section here, setting all the pillars at the correct distances. Why can't I? Why? But that counts. What? Because that's just too far for... Okay, so now I have to build a pillar. Okay. And I think that lines up perfectly. Okay. And now it allows me to place this. And of course, because I had to go down to 4 wide, it's not going to be centered. But I can put it in between pillars. And not all the pillars are the same height. Is that the snap to terrain feature? I don't understand what this does. So if I turn off align to terrain, yeah, but then there's not like a vertical height snap where I can say, okay, I want them all at this height. Is there? Am I dumb? Set Z offset. Wait. So if I do that and I hit middle mouse, yeah, except that didn't work. No, it's still... Put that there. Middle mouse. Oh. Okay. So I still need to go 4. Oh, man, I'm going to have, like, no way to frickin'... I'm in the way. God damn it. Let's just do that for a second. Oh, see, but that doesn't... That's the wrong height. Okay, so we're going to line it up to that one. Hit middle mouse for Z offset. And now that should line up perfectly to put that back in. Okay. You know what? It works. So as long as I always have a pillar guiding me, that's going to be where the problem is if there's any major drop and I can't keep that offset. All right, let me fix this real quick. That's wrong. Right, I need to go off that one. Set. I set it. It didn't keep. Set. Didn't keep. Do I hold? What's happening here? Turn off align to terrain. Set. Why is it not working now? Was I just getting lucky? Right, those aren't the same height. No, this is one higher. Middle mouse. Set. That's what it said, right? Set Z offset. Toggles between regular height adjustment and offsetting building parts if available. So it's not available and I'm just clicking the button. It's not doing anything. Oh, wait. Lock. How about lock? Ah. Middle mouse doesn't do what I thought it did. I don't know. Up here? Thank you. If only we could have like a hot bar. Aha! Pillars! And again, I need to find... So I need to find... Oops. Grab it. Y. Alrighty. So this should be 4 gap. But now I have a completely smooth platform. And in theory, I can place things anywhere I want. Now, the only downside is it deletes the bases. So here's where I'm expecting to see a big problem about to happen is I'm going to place that, right? And now I'm going to delete it. And is it going to erase a bunch of stuff because it no longer has support? No. So this might actually be the appropriate sizing to make this work. Can I get it over that rock? Nice. In reality, I should... Oh, god dang it. I always hit the wrong button. Say in reality, anywhere I'm coming across, excuse me, terrain like this, why not just add an extra pillar just to be on the... God dang it. Safe side. All right. Well, that is turning out. Now, how that's going to come into play when I have to start adding those things, I don't know. What I may do is...
I need water.
Oh, well, probably could use some food too. Here. I think that works. How big is this going to go? I don't know. I'm going to try and build it out in a square, I think. But it's going to end up somewhat rectangular going that way. You know what? I am going to need a minute to think about how I'm doing this. So I'm going to go park myself in my habitat because I have like the basic layout in my head. But there's one problem I've been trying to like see if I can solve, which is going to mess with efficiency. It's not going to be the fastest setup. It'll actually be incredibly slow compared to other ways. But in theory, I'll never have to redo the part I'm about to build. In theory, it will ever be expandable and adaptable, modular. It's an FPGA, field programmable gate array. I can reprogram it. But there's... But like I said, there's a spot where I can... It basically has to do with where the main feed belt is between the I/O and the first stage processing. I need to figure out the correct way to route that to where it doesn't mess with expandability, but also make sure that first stage is closest to input. I don't know. Give me a minute. I'll figure something out. Alrighty. Well, we just had a Raptura event. Okay, so I have an idea. I think I figured it out. I'm going to go build the platform, and then I'll probably bring you guys back when it's time to start putting input-output buses in. These things, we're doing nothing. There's actually nothing I can do until I get some research done. And God, it is such a pain to run around and do everything that I'm just done with this until I get this system built the way I want it. Because the plan right now, like I said, is going to be basically building the new base and factory, and then I'll probably tear all this down. Like, this is all going to get moved, which man, I don't know how that's going to work. I may leave this one intact. I just won't need anywhere near as much solar over here or anything like that, but we'll see. Can I like jump off the platform? There we go. Just don't touch any of the red stuff. But yeah, I can, hopefully this is going to work. This is such a pain. I need to cordon off with some handrails my first section there, so I know where that ends. But yeah, give me a minute while I build out the platform that will ultimately make our base. Should probably put some stairs going up there. Let's do that real quick. That's not even close to the right spot, and that doesn't reach. Where is it? Oh, can't clip it to stairs. Oh boy. Everything's a pain in the arse. No, that won't work because I need it there. Nope. Yay, stairs. That's all I wanted. And handrails, because I will fall if I don't. You can't put handrails in the middle. Then how? And you can't connect that to... So I have no way of marking. Okay. Oh, for these I need the better building blocks. Oh, well, let's go look into that real quick. Because this plan kind of does rely a little on having those transport units. Locked. Takes inductor, glass, and titanium housing. Oh my god. Can I make them in the fabricator? No. Furnace? No. Probably takes a machine I don't have. Plus, I gotta make inductors and glass. Let me guess. Well, at least I don't need blueprints. Dear God. All right, well, okay, so we might be doing belt-fed intakes for a minute. Okay, well, I'm gonna use the drone to try and explain what the heck is going on here. But here we go. It's not as big as I wanted to start off with, but because it's merely going to end up just replacing all that over there. I actually don't know if it's big enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 storage units. Not sure I need all the storage units I have, but basically there's room right now for 9 lines of crafting. All right, so the way this works, this is expandable this way somewhat, except, I don't know, I was having issues earlier. Maybe I won't, yeah. Building is not stable, but just right there. And I don't understand why when, like, there's something it's not calculating correctly, I guess. Do I finish this out? I don't know if I'm going to need more than that, but I kind of want to. Oh, and I just screwed up. And now I find out. Okay, there we go. Actually, this works because now it's complete. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this ended up taking, I don't know, I have 1,000 left and I went and refilled once, so 7,000 building material. I could tie that back in, but there's no reason. So the idea is this can just be continuously expand this way, and it's not going to be the most efficient thing, but it, in theory, I should never have to rebuild this part other than doing upgrades. So this is the input bus and the input buffer. For now, it'll have to be belts because I don't have the building materials unlocked to make the air transports, but that's what would go here is the air transports. So material gets received, put into the appropriate storage. So in this case, since everything's being built off 2 right now, yeah, titanium and wolfram. So for now, at least, it looks like I have 3 wolfram miners. They will just get all combined into one belt. And I have 3 titanium. They will also get combined into one belt, and they'll just get plugged in here. And then this is a loop that goes around, and I will program 2 storage containers. Each storage container has an in and an out to the main bus. So let's say I had wolfram wire on this one and wolfram ore on this one. Out onto the belt, goes around, finds its appropriate smelter, whichever one I've programmed to wolfram, which for now, I think because all the smelters... Oh, wait, I do have a third material. That stuff. Right. Which I only have one thing on right now anyways. And that takes a smelter. So I would probably do like 2, 2, and 1. So wolfram, titanium, and then the whatever that stuff is. For now, what I'm probably going to do is just take my outputs off of that, disconnect the outputs from the miners. So, hear me out. That's how I'm going to drain the system. And then I'll organize all my containers, and then everything will just get ingested over here. Because I should have a spot somewhere over there where the belt ties together. I'll just run that one belt up here. It'll get ingested. But anyways, so let's say wolfram to wolfram wire. So ore is here. It goes out on the belt, finds the smelter. Smelter processes it, puts it back on the belt. It goes back around, and then finds the appropriate container. And it's a closed circuit. So anytime I need a material, all I have to do is make sure one of these, whatever stage it's at, is programmed. If the resource is available, it has access to it. And then whatever these things need, it has access to it. And if I need to expand within the limitations of however fast these belts can transfer, all I have to do, so expanding storage is as easy as continuing this pattern this way, disconnecting this one belt and reconnecting it wherever the new end is. Disconnect this one belt, reconnect it wherever the new end is. And I can just keep expanding the storage. These, same deal. Just keep building it out, follow the pattern, and it should work. As more and more stages go in, same deal. And then the limitation, so the limitation to length is going to be however many stages of equipment there are. And the limitation to width is really going to be what is the max amount of material, because like this section of belt right here, this one right here, this is going to be holding everything. And I think this will work. So the first thing I need to do to kick this off is I actually want to give it more power, because I got a funny feeling power is going to be a problem. So let's try one of these. Is this stable enough to connect here? No, that's not where I wanted that. That's not... I mean, it's connected, sure, but come on. I spent all this time making it look pretty, and it's not stable. Stability has been an issue. Now will it let me build this here? Sure, except you know what? That's fine, actually. Because that's the problem, is that part of this base is still on the 5x5. Oops, that was the wrong spot. I want it here. No, I did want it there. Right, because this doesn't need to follow... I'm too far away. Hey, look, power's a problem. I knew that. Wait, doesn't this produce power? In-grid is... Oh, right, because this isn't actually connected to the main system yet. And you know what? That's okay. I'd rather it not be connected to the main system just yet. How is it? It's 4 wide. That's okay. See, now how did that end up? This is the problem I've been dealing with. I'll set it. So I should go here and line up. And now I should be able to put just a block on top of these. And if I go to power, somehow I still got that one off. Ugh. God dang it. I'm also out of materials. Son of a biscuit. I need more building materials. Actually taking building materials faster in that system can output them. So that might be a problem. And then because I know me and I will fall through the hole if I don't fill them in. Now, I wonder what the downside is to these windmills. Like, are these just not going to produce? Are they temperamental? Do they only produce at some times? But looks like I have plenty of power for this system. So very happy with that. So now it's a matter of... Oh, wrong button. Okay, I got plenty of material. Let's go ahead and eat and drink. So what I want to do is go ahead and disconnect all the... or do I find the spot first? No, let's disconnect all the miners. We're going to give this system somewhere it can deposit things and just let it slowly drain out over time. So, right. So we disconnect that. Disconnect you. Disconnect you. And the last one I need to disconnect over here is the silica. This stuff, whatever the heck this stuff is. Luckily, I could do it right. Yeah, right here. Okay. Now I need to figure out which one of these outputs. I already have a feeling I don't have enough storage on that setup. Now, I try to leave room for to bigger ones, but it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to have to like, oh, wait, it's not going to pull any of this material. That's fine. I'll continue using this material. So let's get rid of this belt. And I think that's the only... Nope, this belt also feeds into there. Now, I think this belt here will actually feed into the system. So we're going to make one last little spaghetti monster mess here. Oh, somehow... How did that happen? Building is not stable. I'm getting so tired of hearing that. And now I should be able to tie that in there. Okay, because now what I should... Whoop, that's not what I wanted. What I should be able to do is go look at the storage unit, count up how many items are in there, find out I didn't put near enough in here. Yeah, because I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 storage. Wait, all? I need more than that. Which means I really screwed up by connecting this to the end. Let's take that back out of there and connect you to here. So I have 9, and how many did I need? What? It's rows of 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so just started, already need to do an expansion. Awesome. Now, unfortunately, the only real way I found to do this is to put, you kind of have to put the base blocks down first and fill out the area. Otherwise, it is a pain to get things to line up because there is a, you hit, what is it, Alt to lock sea level or something? I have not gotten that to work. It still ends up going down and popping to terrain. I tried turning terrain matching off and that didn't work, and I don't know. God, this is actually frustrating. I want it in that damn hole. Like the clipping to the other buildings, or the snapping, if you will, it just does not work well. There we go. Holy Lord, that took way too much effort. Okay, now there are 20 storages. Hopefully that's enough. Now, in theory, I don't want to fire up production just yet. I want to start programming and allowing the belt to just start ingesting everything out of the system. Get that done first. Then group up my 3 and my 3, plumb them in over there, and plumb this one in here. So, if I just go into here and discover that you cannot store ore? What? Wait, can you not store ore? Does it have to be smelted? Oh, I'm about to rage quit this game because of one more stupid thing. You're kidding me, right? No, right here, ore. What? Hold up. Available. Ore. It can't pull ore. Ah, because ore is getting, on those lines, ore is already getting smelted. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Whew. That's wolfram ore. All right. Where's titanium ore? Sulfur ore. I don't even have... Oh, wait. It's this one. Yep. I was looking for a rock. It's not a rock. Okay, and then you're gonna do calcium ore. Okay, I need to consider. Wait, so is all is all, whether it's up here or not, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 6 is 24 plus 4 is 28. All right, so just don't click any of the ones I don't know for a fact I have. Stuff should be coming. Ah, it's going. Okay, it's working. Then let's do rods, and we'll do sheets, and we'll do sheets, and we'll do frames. Those. This is where it's going to get kind of challenging, is trying to figure out what I've already done. I don't think I've done beams. Yeah, I haven't done beams. I haven't done wires. So let's set wire real quick. Wire, powder, and rotors. And then we'll go run back to base. And that belt is going to be full. Look at that. It is pulling the entire, look at that. Ooh, boy. I'm running. Yeah, this is the reason I want satellite bases. Also realizing with how many different kinds of materials I have being crafted right now, that is nowhere near big enough. I'm actually going to have to build out the entire thing. What time is it? I may not have time to do that. So I guess what I need to do is I'm going to go through, reprogram everything to start pulling stuff off the main lines, and then double checking that I have enough of each of the lines to actually build everything. I may not. I mean, smelters, it's only the 3 things, I think. I may have to expand that out greatly, which I'm actually built to the end of that antenna thing over here and on that side. So if I need to make it wider, I need to put another antenna thing somewhere over here, or just see if I can finally figure out the pillars well enough to get it built there. I may end up doing that. All right. Hold, please. Well, this has gone horribly wrong. I was over there working and I noticed everything stopped, and I have no idea. I've turned this off, but for some reason it's still using it like a throughput. I don't understand what's happening here. It's the wolfram powder that's having issues. Like, why are you sending it back out? I turned off everything else to make sure. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Can I reset this to nothing? What? Yeah, I don't understand what's happening here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. I'm going to go ahead and it's on. I'm going to set to high priority. Stop sending shit out. Same with this one. High priority. Stop sending shit out. And this one on high priority. Stop sending shit out. Because they're just like going around and around and around. I have no idea why. But I have 4 containers labeled wolfram powder, and it's not, other than that first one, it's not staying in any of them. Unless, can I take this down without hurting too much? Yes. Let's just do that. And add 2 more down here. Does this hurt anything? No. How about this one? Doesn't hurt anything. Okay. So now they've all frozen again, despite there being room in here. What the hell? And now this thing's broken. Can I take this? Okay. So let's try putting everything. Why don't you see your way through? And then it's broken again over here somewhere. I have no idea. This system is just falling apart rapidly. Okay, there's one blocked over here. These guys just don't want to go around anymore. Yeah, I don't, and it's only the wolfram powder that seems that somehow got through. Is it full? Rotors are full. See, it's not even full. Why? Why are you dumb? What? Are we good now? Seem to be. Hold up. Oh, now we're stuck here. Why are we stuck here? Oh, okay. Hang on. Can I do the same back here? Well, sorta. It's going again. We good? That's the wire. What'd I do? I took all the powder. Oh my god. Okay, where's the powder? Here's the powder. Is there more coming? Oh the god, there's more coming. Okay. Can I put a storage bin here? Anywhere around here? How about here? No, it has to be in a habitat. Well, it's at least flowing for now. I can go finish what I was doing. I got another core thing up over there, and the problem I'm running into now, I was gonna build it out to the end to meet that corner. this is actually going to become a problem, because apparently 3 pillars is the limit. You cannot go higher than 3 pillars. It starts saying that everything's unstable. Just the limitations are becoming a problem. Also, I've been having an issue where I select belt 2 and it's been putting 1s in, because like right now I'm on 2, right? If I go back, it shows 1 again, and somehow I managed to select that at some point. Anyways, almost done with this part of the experience. I don't know what I'm going to do over there. Hopefully I can get some of that to bridge. It's just wish me luck. Yeah, apparently somehow I still had a raw resource that was connected in, and it was actually manufacturing more wolfram powder and wire. So it's going to take a minute to drain that system. And hell, that one's still going. Oh boy. Well, I got the floor as done as it's gonna get, but I'm starting to run into an issue of maybe there's a limitation. I'm gonna click this and then I'm gonna keep talking to show you that I'm not frozen. That's just how long it takes to place something now. Oh, it literally just, the whole game just, I don't even remember moving my mouse, but apparently I did. So perhaps for now, this is enough. I'll just belt all this in and we'll probably call it there. Yeah, because even just, it is taking a long time to build when every item, yeah. Like, it lags so bad, my frame counter stops. Oh, that's ridiculous. I did eventually get it working, though. It is actually currently, supposedly, I guess it quit smelting. There may no longer be demand. The storages may be full, but it is currently making building blocks, which is good because I've burned through a lot. I actually, oh yeah, the old base is gone. I tore it down. Unfortunately, there's these little boxes all over the damn place because I just didn't have the storage for it. Hopefully they like disappear when I reload the game and I don't have to try and figure out where to put them all. Uh-oh. Oh, it really froze that time. Jesus. I guess while I'm in build mode, it'll also be easy to show you. Yeah, I had to do some trickery with the pillars, but this is essentially like I could go a little bit further out on this rock. I can go a little more that way. What is that? Oh, there's a pillar in the ground. I may have accidentally put a pillar in the ground there and it only renders in if I'm away. Okay. But yeah, like since you can't go past 3 pillars, this whole thing is off. So I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. I plan on the base to go back there. Hey, wait a minute. There were 2 machines here. Where'd they go? Okay. Not furnaces. What was here? Fabricators. Why can't I put that back here now? Oh, dang it. And then that happens. Wait, am I missing a pillar? No, all my pillars are here. What the hell's going on? Now I have 2 holes that I can't. What the hell? Oh, this is unfortunately not the first time that happened. That's why those 2 pillars are there, and then there was another hole over here somewhere. But now I have to try and get my drone through the hole here. God dang it, man. Load. Oh, that's off. What? How did that end up off? I locked it. Oh, Jesus. Go to here. Lock it. Now there should be absolutely no reason why I can't put a thing here. Unlock. Thank you. Now I can go back and put my smelters back in. What was here? No. Fabricators. Hold the lag. Right? They were there. Am I losing my mind? I am happy with the fact that it appears that now that I got all the old inventory figured out. Oh, that was wrong. Because that one has to go the other way. Nope, that's not what I wanted. All right, everything's wired up. So now essentially I do have these 3 plumbed in here, and I'm just doing a 3-to-1 merger at either end. Look at my base is all the way over there now. Let's go see how my power's doing. Since the power is calculated all the time and not just when equipment's actually in use. This one still pisses me off. Wow. Might need a couple more windmills. Yeah, I still don't understand this. Because if I go down, I mean, heck, I'm going to go ahead and let's just pillar up this area. It's this one right here. So get it back down there. Yeah, so now it's completely, yeah. Building is unstable, but it has pillars beneath it. Inconsistencies. What's being made? Oh, that's my building materials. And then I do have the first 3 things all doing stuff, right? It's full because all my resources are full. So 1, 2, 3. Let's just go ahead and do another 1, 2, 3. And for letting everything balance out, here, you make that, you make that, you make that, right? Yeah, sheets, that, and tubes, which means I do in fact need 1 more. That's why I did that. Another fabricator. Allow everything to lag for a second. There it goes. And you're gonna make stators. Outputs over here are jammed up for some reason. Why are we jammed? Why is everything freaking jammed? Again. Why is wire coming back out? It's got to be getting used for something. Is it jammed or is it just... This just might be the limit. No, we're not done yet. I got to go program the next row of stuff with whatever I can actually do. Sure, make wolfram powder. I doubt you're actually going to, but ceramics and that. Okay. Everything is programmed and doing something. I think the last thing I want to do is go through these. These are going to get set to... Can I set them to high priority? I cannot. Okay. I do need to build another structure over here. And I'm going to build it off of this one, I think. Wait, you can't build up? How do you build up? Direction. There we go. Unstable. So you just can't build that high, period? Now, why did I do this? Because I'm a YouTuber, so I needed stairs so I could take a pretty picture. That's it. That's all I wanted these for. Will it stay? Yeah, actually, probably. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Probably would be also a good idea for me to put, like, handrails and stuff. Notice how these didn't connect. Huh. I guess it did connect up there, but maybe for safety's sake, I should put handrails. I'm a klutz. I don't think it's fully understood. Can't put handrails there. Okay. Why? Can't put handrails there either. Why can't I put handrails? Because it's not stable? I doubt I can build to the ground. Oh, is it actually... Did I actually nail that? I did. Can I put it now? Aha! Wait, does that mean I can go higher? No. No, because that's only 3. Yeah, I can't build a 4th, so that's as tall as you can make it. But now I have a nice... It's a bit of a jump to get on that one there, and I don't know why it lined up one off. There it is. Nothing's working. Absolutely nothing is working. Why did everything stop? What happened here? You're pulling materials down here. I get that. No, you're pulling materials this way. Nothing has received anything over here. It's all frozen. It's all stopped. Why? I don't hear any beeping that... Is it just... Uh-oh. I would try to save. Am I missing a storage somewhere? No. See, it's sending wolfram wire out. It's getting rotors. I think there's something I'm not storing. Yeah, it doesn't work. Something's wrong. Can I even send anything out to help clear... Wait. Did I even hook these up? No. Here. The system's already not working. Let's hook up more stuff. I don't think there's anything I can send right now. Man, it's just full on locked up and I don't know why. You know what? I didn't think I wanted to do this. I really don't. But what if we create a couple more loops in the hopes that maybe it can free itself of whatever issues it has? Nope. So something's not going in. Right side of storage. Which any of these, you're full up. But you're not full up. No, that's not right side. Okay, how about input side? No, nothing's full here. See, now if I could have a storage that didn't need to be identified as a specific material, I could probably fix this with a buffer somewhere. Because somewhere, it's just not pulling materials. Titanium bar is full. What I'm guessing is happening, something isn't getting stored. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to have to do this like the old school way. I'm going to get me a pen and a paper. We're going to write down, I guess everything. And then I'll go through one by one and check them off and see what I'm missing. Okay, another event over with. You know, this would have been a perfect time for me to keep track of those and figure out about how often they're happening. Because I haven't even been running the recording the whole time, so I can't even go through the footage and figure it out. But I went through and wrote down everything that could be stored that I can currently make, made sure there is a storage and only one storage for each of the items. And unfortunately, because just because the loop is full? Wait a minute. I was about to say I haven't figured it out. I tried turning stuff on and off. I've tried things, but is it because the loop is full? So, you know, there's some stuff right here. Maybe that's it. The belt is full and it cannot... I'm going to regret this, but let's confuse it a little because there are things right there. Building materials. Maybe if I set it to basic building materials, it'll help pull some shit off here and then pull... I want the one that's like stuck on the belt. Go that way. What's going on here? What if I get rid of you? Just for... Now the bunch of stuff is upset. Bring you back. Can everything move just a little bit? Just enough to get the system going again. Look, I saw everything move for a split second. Oh God. What have I done? Oh, machines are going. They're taking stuff off the belts. Okay, so this belt it cannot get full. Is it full again? Okay, I need to... Well, no, that should be fine because it's just working its way around, right? Everything's going to start moving. Everything's going to stop moving. Oh, God. I like how this isn't taking... Let's put that to high priority. See if it grabs the next... It's not grabbing anything. Like, there's... because they're already called for. Once they're on the belt, they're assigned. I'm just filling my inventory up with stuff I'm going to go dump on the ground, I guess. So, in actuality, let's get rid of that because there's probably no room on the belt. I'm going to leave the storage, though. It's so weird because when the Wolfram wire got bugged out or the powder, whatever it was, and it started going around, like, it just kept going around in circles, even though it had nowhere to go. It just kept going. So that kind of led me to believe this was actually going to work. But no, and then it locked us up again. Maybe that's enough to get it going? And turning the buildings off, like the storages, I have no idea what that does. Because when the Wolfram powder was messing up, I turned the building off and it kept inputting and outputting just fine. This might be dumb, but I have one last ditch effort before I call this a total failure. What if I bridge all these outputs? Or will this just completely break the game? Oh, hey, this one doesn't have a belt at all. Not that that makes any difference. All right, now with everything bridged, if I jostle it, maybe? I so badly need a storage, like a take-all storage. I would put it right here in the corner. See, it gets going for a second, but then it is just too much for one belt to handle. Is it the Wolfram that's doing it? So look here, it's empty here. It's the last thing coming out. Building materials? You know what? Let's turn you off and take all your building materials. Let's see if that helps. What else is coming out here? Oh, come on. No, now it's jammed up over here. Because now it's going... Screw it. This was a bad idea. No, and it's all frozen up. Oh, it's sort of moving. So the simple solution here is to make the inputs and outputs on two separate belts. Because clearly that's the big bind, and then use the storage in the middle. Kind of like a cache between cores. The problem is building in this game, you can't put a building on top. It's considered unstable, meaning that I had to build out this entire platform and then replace it where I wanted buildings, meaning to tear this all up means redoing it all from freaking scratch, which I have spent 5 hours building this. I don't know. I actually don't know what I'm going to do here. Now knowing that I have a limitation to my size based off the terrain, because you can't build more than 3 pillars high, what I may end up having to do is I may just try doing that. Take all the outputs off the belts. Actually, that might not be too hard. If I take all the outputs that are running into this main bus belt and instead run them the other way to the input side here, that might work. Because then they can get rid of their materials. But unfortunately, like I said, we're coming up on 6 hours I've been working on this. And that's all the time I have for today. So, as of now, it's a failure. It's a horrible failure. And I want to fix it, and I have to fix it before I can go adventuring again because, you know, that makes all my tears. Meanwhile, I have all this stuff that I'm just going to leave right here on the stairs because I don't have much of a choice. Can I stand on them at least? Hey, I can get a little more elevation. But, yep, catastrophic failure. The other thought I just had was it actually wouldn't be too bad. Can I put a belt up here? No, that's unstable. Can I put a belt down low? No, I can only put it at height. What if I start by grabbing a belt? Is there any way to make it shorter or taller? Nope. Can I put a block down? No. So what I need to do is take my output side, tear it all down, reverse it, send it all the way the other way, wrap it around the back side, and plumb it back into over here. Right there. That's going to be the best bet I have. And even that might not work because the belts might still get full, but and then leave the input sides attached until the belt clears out. Dang it. Oh, the frames. Jesus. I don't know what's happening there, but if I'm walking around with my tool, it freaking locks up. Oh, yeah, I gotta reverse everything. Send it that way. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed the video because there's buttons if you did, buttons if you didn't, and as always, buttons to push. Until next time.